Hey. Cupcake. Good day, good day. Thank you so much for making time. Hey, Cupcake. How are y'all doing, huh? Hey. Aw. Such warm greetings from chat. Thank you, thank you. How are y'all doing today, huh? Man. Can you guys believe it? We've officially reached the end of November. And you also know what that means. End of November also signals the end of our anniversary month. Now, before we get into some discussions, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ryzar Blazenfang, one heck of a Dinoboi from First Stage Production EN Second Generation Ravenous. And for today's stream, we're taking it easy and consider it a stream where we can all just sit back, relax, and reflect on some really, really good times together. I also want to say, mi amor, thank you so much for the 5 recruitments earlier. Appreciate you so much, Cupcake. You're probably working right now, maybe, but I hope you're doing okay over there. Keep working hard, okay, Cupcake? And Spoonie, thank you so much for the cotton candy Ryzupa as well as sneaks. Okay, the sneak will be allowed for today. But yes, we have officially reached our end of month anniversary, and you know, I was thinking of what would be something nice to do for the end of the month. Time really does fly, huh? And I know last time we discussed that we were going to do an anniversary affirmation stream of sorts earlier in the week, but due to scheduling, I had to reschedule it to today. But now that I think about it, maybe it was destiny, you know? Maybe it was destiny that we ended up doing the affirmation stream today instead of the other day, because you know it just feels right given that it is the end of the month. Hey, Azuton, thank you for the Rhizono. What's with the question marks? Eh? Eh? What's with the question mark Rhizono? But yeah, I'd like to think that today is I think the timing was pretty good. And I think, it's just one of those days where it's okay to take it slow. Like, we just take it slow and kind of reflect on the past year. I think when we did the anniversary stream last time, we were very much focused on celebrating, and I think for this time we're gonna take a much more cozier approach, and yeah, just kind of look back on all the fun times that we had, especially the time that I got to spend with you guys, the good quality time that I got to spend with my Ryzars. Hey, welcome in. In which case, yeah, I'm really glad that you guys can drop by. It's like I told you guys, When I first started here, I didn't really have any expectations. And like, I don't know, because, when we debuted, I wasn't sure, like, how this was gonna go. I feel like that's the thing, right? Sometimes whenever we enter a new endeavor, we kind of approach it with a cautious optimism. Like, I was very excited to start with you guys, but there was also that caution, like, like, I don't want to get too excited, because you'll just never really know, like, how things might go. But yeah, I think after the 1 year that has passed, I am just continuously a broken record by saying that you guys were truly the community that I was very happy to have, Like, I didn't know what type of community I was going to have. And when the Ryzar started coming about, both our season ones, and it feels like almost every week we're welcoming new ones to our community as well, everything just kind of came together. And I'm really glad. I'm really happy with how the Ryzar community turned out. I think I haven't said this in a while, but there's this thing that people say where the liver is kind of represented and reflected in the type of community they have. And honestly, I think I can proudly say that I ended up with such a great representation in this whole idol world, this VTuber idol life, you know what I mean? It's been really great. And I think that was one of my biggest worries, that what if I ended up with a community that I'd have to kind of, rein in a lot, but no, you guys have never really given me any reason to worry or ever doubt. So, it's always a constant thing how everyone likes to give credit to their, to the streamer that they watch their Oshi, so to speak. But I feel like sometimes, you as viewers, you as my Ryzars, like, I hope that you guys give yourselves as much credit and as much of a pat on the back, because I really do believe that the community that we have would not be what it is if it weren't for each and every one of you. Like, you guys really did help shape this community. And I really hope you guys remember that. I've said a lot of what I'm saying today, honestly. You might have heard me say on other streams, but I think sometimes, even though we might have heard some things, especially, funny enough, especially when it's like positive things, we have this tendency to like let it escape our mind, or maybe we don't take it to heart too much, which is why I feel like I don't really mind being repetitive in saying stuff like this to you guys sometimes, because I know that, we all need some reassurance sometime. It can't just be like a one-time thing where you're just assured of something and you can expect that things will be okay from there now. Like sometimes some of the good things in life, we need to constantly be reassured of them. Not only so that we're reminded of the things that we have in our life or the things that we're capable of, but also so that it really drills deep into your mind, So, yeah. I guess that time of the year has come where, I need to, you guys need to be reminded again, Hey, Fatima, thank you so much for the mint chocolate Ryzupa. Can't be in the stream, but definitely gonna watch the VOD later. Sending you lots of love. Aw, thank you. No worries. Thank you. Appreciate you, Cupcake. Thank you for dropping the Ryzupa, and I hope you enjoy the VOD later when you catch it. Thank you so much. Oh god. And yeah, going back, I also just want to remind you guys that I feel like the world can be such an overwhelming place sometimes, and I don't know how many of you maybe might have this feeling that, I'm just a person, I'm just one in a million, millions, billions on this planet, one of the many millions and billions on this planet. Sure, yeah. We are like one of many in this world. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we couldn't make an impact in our own way, And you just got to remind yourself that impact that you're capable of making, you were able to do it here, right here in this community, for starters. Like I said, we built this community together. We made the community what it is together. That's you, Cupcake. Whether you're one of our many people in chat, which helps shape our community, whether as a lurker, you come tune in to vibe with your Ryzar community. It's all been great. Hey, Chua, thank you for the 11 months with the Blaze. Sorry, not the Blaze. Yes, the Blazing Gang. And thank you for the Blueberry Ryzupa. Thank you for the rose. Thank you. And with that power, I mean, look at where it got us, Cupcake. The fact that we were able to make it a full year. Now that's an accomplishment right there. Like, I feel like so many people in this world end up trying to pursue an endeavor, and sometimes that person can be us. Sometimes we try to pursue something, doesn't quite work out, and in some cases, it only takes a few months, a few weeks, a few days before you decide to drop what you're doing and be like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I don't have the patience to do this. But look at where it got us, Look at where 1 year got us. We did it, right? We did it. And take note of the pronoun I'm using. We, as in us together. You did it, Cupcake. You made it with me this far. And that's not only worth celebrating, but it's also something you should take pride in. That is an accomplishment you have, okay? It's not just your Dinoboi reaching 1 year. You helped get us to 1 year. That is your accomplishment as well, okay? So, whenever you feel like you might be downing yourself towards being able to do something, remember that you have accomplished things. Now, each and every one of you might have your own accomplishments in life, which is great in itself. But one thing that you all share as an accomplishment is what we were able to build right here. Keep that in mind for me, okay? And that is proof right there of the type of impact you can have. You've allowed some form of impact on yourself, hopefully for the better. You've made an impact on your fellow Ryzars. I hope you know that, sure, y'all tune into your Dinoboi, but at the same time, not only just your Dinoboi, but I feel like we all come together. I'm like how do you put it? Mayhaps you can call me a catalyst. Mayhaps you can call me an instrument that brings our community together. But you know that feeling when, let's say, you go on a field trip, or maybe you go do an activity, wherein sometimes you look at those types of activities and, this doesn't feel right just doing solo. Like you need to be with a group of people to enrich the experience, to make it feel more significant, more impactful. And we go back to that word impact. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Impact once again. You guys have made an impact on each other. Your presence in chat, your presence here on our streams, that's the impact you were able to make, not just on your Dinoboi, but your fellow Ryzars as well. Just being there. You add to each other's experience by being here. And honestly, I think that's pretty darn incredible. You guys were able to accomplish something that not a lot of people can say that they've done, believe it or not. So again, it just goes back to impact and taking pride in what we were able to do here together, you know? Arya Mono, thank you so much, by the way, for the mid-chocolate Ryzupa. I can't stay long. Von gag for today. Thank you for your sweet words, Rai. I'll do my best for the remaining days of the year. Hey, it sounds like a plan. And sounds like one heck of a good idea. Thank you, Arya Mono. Mr. John, terima kasih for the mid-chocolate Ryzupa. Thank you very much, Rai. Cupcake pile. Aw, cupcake pile. Feline Fortuna, thank you for the 11 months with the Blazing Gang. I feel you set the pace on day one. You wanted us to be very mindful, very demure, very cutesy. Your community exemplifies this beautifully. Couldn't have said it better myself, and that is a wonderful observation. Thank you, Feline Fortuna. It's so nice saying your name. Happy 11 months, Cupcake, and I can't wait to reach that 1 year with you. Let's go. Hey, Lemonade. Thank you so much for the pumpkin Ryzupa. The community created with you and Ryzors is full of sweet love. I believe that the journey with you will be full of fun things in the future. I sincerely thank you all for always giving us warm love and being with us. Truly, it is my pleasure. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. And I really do hope so as well, Lemonade. And I hope that it continues to be that, exactly what you said. Thank you again. Thank you for the pumpkin Ryzupa cupcake. Ah, yes, Lemon Mama. Ah. It's very interesting. Oh, we did kind of start. We did kind of start our first few months with being very mindful, very demure, very cutesy, and it's actually pretty great how we've managed to maintain that in this community. Like you guys actually managed to keep it the way that it is, and you guys did that, by the way. Like, as they say, it takes two to tango. And boy, did we tango for the year that we did. It became a staple Ryzar move. Ah. Spoony, thank you for the mint chocolate Ryzupa. It truly was fate that I managed to find you, because you and this community have gotten me through one hell of a year. I have no words except thank you. Aw, Spoony. Well, I'm glad we were able to get through this year together, and thank you for being such an active riser in our community. That's kind of the fun thing. Not just for Spoony, but for everyone. I think what really warms my heart is whenever we have Ryzors that drop in our little community that we have, and when you guys actually stick around, like, that always brings me such joy. It really warms my heart. And I really hope that we can continue to have more amazing years together. Whatever may come. Once a Ryzar, always a Ryzar. Indeed. And we're only just getting started. Like I said, year one was kind of a testing ground for me. Year one was a year where there were so many other things I wanted to do, but either I fell short, or I might have bit off more than I can chew, or maybe it just wasn't the right time. But going into year two, I feel so much more prepared and so ready. Extremely ready and eager. We all in this Ryzor shit for life. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And Ryzors. Now I know that as cutesy and mindful and demure we are as a community, I also just want to say that, This is an affirmation stream after all. And I know that for the most part, we've been singing our praises. But I also want to say that I also do recognize that with the beautiful thing that we have going on right now, we also, we all go through our own challenges and life struggles, you know what I mean? We all have our own respective lives. And I recognize that the lives that we lead are very, how do I put it? It can get tough, I suppose. I know that some of you may go through it, and that's okay, all right? If anything, that's another thing that's great about what we're doing here. It's that we all have a place that we can kind of come home to, as we like to call it, our little cupcake pile. And I guess what I'm trying to get at here is, well, what we have here feels perfect in a way. I want you to know that as perfect as it feels to be here together, what makes it perfect in a way is our own imperfections, you know? It's the imperfections that help make this perfect. Because I firmly believe that it is through the imperfections that we all have that make us as a person, that don't make us cookie cutter. So, keep that in mind, okay? Keep in mind that it's okay to not be perfect in this community. And with those imperfections comes, being a Ryzar doesn't mean you have to have perfect attendance. Being a Ryzar doesn't always mean you have to have it together every single time you're in the cupcake pile. Sometimes you might have a rough day. Sometimes maybe there's something going on in your family or in school or at work. And that's okay. If you need your time to just join the cupcake pile and lurk, or just sit back without interacting with the stream or with chat, that is completely fine. Shiro, thank you for the mint chocolate Ryzupa, by the way. Never thought I would have a Kami Oshi before, but here I am. I won't be leaving the cupcake pile anytime soon. You won't get rid of me. Well, I have no plans of getting rid of you or y'all. If anything, I hope that we can keep together as a cupcake pile for as many months, as many years as we can. It's as we like to say together as a community, you always be able to come home and find a home in the cupcake pile. Even if you might get busy, like I say, you don't have to have perfect attendance. What matters to me a lot is you're taking care of yourselves. Considering you're a Dinoboi, that treat you're able to come back to whenever you can. If life calls you, if work calls you, if school calls you to be away from the cupcake pile for a few days, then so be it. My hope and my prayer is that once you get through all the things that you need to, you make your way back and find yourself nice and settled in back in the cupcake pile when you're ready to come. And as they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder, you know? Also, Bun Moe, thank you for the pumpkin Ryzupa. I haven't been here for long, but watching you and hanging out with every Ryzor makes my day every time. I want to say as long as you let me and look forward to the incoming days. I'm so thankful to have found you and this community. Aw, Bun Moe. I also just want to say, Bun Moe, I appreciate how supportive you've been. You've always been so sweet, and like I say, you know, the Ryzupas in a way, especially when they have such sweet messages. I hope you guys know that, like, you know, whenever you send these types of Ryzupas, it really does have an impact, you know. It really, I hope you guys know how much of a smile you put not only on my face, but spiritually speaking, you know what I mean? Like, you ever get that feeling where not only do you feel like you're smiling on the outside through your mouth, but it's like that internal glow, you know, that internal smile, that internal positivity. So, like, that's always like what I feel personally whenever you guys send these little treats with such sweet messages. And see, again, impact. I hope you guys know that it's through these cute little actions of yours that you've most certainly made an impact on your Dinoboi. Not only through helping me, sustaining, living in this era, but also by the way you make me smile. And, you know, that's what I mean when it comes to how, sure, you're 1 in a million, 1 in a billion people on this planet, but imagine how you as that one person, like, nobody's asking you to be a world humanitarian. Nobody's asking you to be president or leader of a world effort organization. No. The impact that you make can just simply be in the small things that you do. Through the good deeds that you do, through the sweet things that you do that make other people smile. And I feel that sometimes we think about the meaning of life. Sometimes we think what our purpose in life is. Well, you don't have to think too deeply about it sometimes. Because even if you feel like you can't find a purpose right now, know that in some form, way, or shape, it's through these little things that you do that you're able to kind of slowly find that purpose. Or even if you don't feel like it is, or even if it's not quite what you're looking for, trust and believe. You've managed to create a purpose in a way. Mr. John, thank you for the lovely rose and the blueberry Ryzupa. Terima kasih. And thank you for the mint chocolate Ryzupa. We are like Kintsugi. Sure, we are a little broken, but we can put ourselves back together with precious gold, our little cupcake pile. Aw, that's beautiful, Hannah. And I most certainly agree. It also reminds me of that one lyric in that one song from K-pop Demon Hunters. You know that lyric? We broke into a million pieces and we can't go back. But now I see all the beauty in the broken glass. And I feel like life kind of does that to us, you know? Like sometimes we'll have those experiences in life that feels like it'll shatter us. It feels like, especially when it, you know those experiences, right? Like you face something so hard, so like heartbreaking almost, that it feels like it breaks you. It feels like it smashes you into a million pieces. But you see, this is one thing that I've learned through my 70 million plus years of living, Cupcake. And I want you to remember this, okay? Sometimes, in order to be the most beautiful, best versions of ourselves, or at least in order for us to continue to pursue being that, because it's it's a never-ending journey, that is, trying to be the best version of yourself. Sometimes, in order to reach that, we need to go through those hardships, those heartbreaking hardships. And I know it's tough. I know that it just, it's like, like, get me out of here, like make it stop, please. But from my personal experience, I feel like I wouldn't be the person I am today if it weren't for those experiences. Funny enough, coincidentally, especially those experiences that felt like it broke me, those experiences that felt like I didn't want to go on, those experiences that I never thought I'd be able to recover from. And sometimes when we go through those experiences, it feels like we'll never be able to recover from it. We'll never be able to move on from it. And that's okay. You take your time. I think what you'll find so beautiful is one day you'll wake up and be okay. And you'll also realize that it's through those experiences that you become so much stronger, so much wiser. You've gained so much wisdom through those experiences. Mm-hmm. If I can do it, Cupcake, heck, so can you. Mm-hmm. Hey, Kat, thank you so much for the pumpkin Ryzupa, by the way. I can't say this enough, but I'm so glad I found you in Ryzors. I think it takes a lot of care and effort to have such a warm and welcoming community, and you are the reason for that. I hope the cupcake pile keeps piling up. Thank you for the kind words, Kat. And I'm so glad you found your way to this little community we have. Thank you as well. Thank you for, you being part of this community. You added on to that. You may be one of many cupcakes, but heck, you're one of many cupcakes that helps keep the cupcake pile warm. So remember that. There might be a lot of you, but trust and believe, each and every one of you that's part of this community, you guys help keep the cupcake pile warm. Even just one person leaving the cupcake pile diminishes that warmth. But coming together as a pile, there's even greater warmth in that. So don't ever feel like you're, just one person. No, you are one essential part of that pile, which helps keep it warmer. Because, the less Ryzors, the less warmth we'll have in the pile. But the more Ryzors that come together, heck, that's going to be one warm, cozy pile that we have right there. Thank you again, Kat. Shadow Aisha. Aisha, thank you for the 11 months. 11 months in the cupcake pile. Time flies so quickly. I may be busy, but that doesn't stop me from dropping by and sending love to you in the Ryzors. No worries, Aisha. I appreciate you so much. And it's always good to see you whenever you are able to drop by. And, whatever you're busy with in life, I hope you're taking care of yourself, okay? You're always welcome here, Aisha. Thank you again for 11 months. And Tsunami, thank you for the 7 months. I've been hooked since the first time I watched you. Thank you very much for being our Ryzer, and I'm looking forward to more fun streams with you. Aww. That's very sweet of you to say. And it's my pleasure. And heck, you know what, Tsunami? I look forward to many times we get to spend together. Not just as a group, but, you and your presence. I look forward to it even more. Thank you, Cupcake. Thank you, Tsunami. And Aria Lynn, thank you for the banana rizupa. I recently graduated from the Lurker Cave, and I wanted to say that your streams are as warm as they are in VOD and in live. We always look forward to the warmth of Cupcake Pile at the end of every day. Ah, that's so nice. And can I just say, I am so proud of you for taking that step. I know that, as a lurker myself, I lurk on a lot of streams, trust and believe. As a lurker myself, I know how tricky it can be sometimes to, try to like push yourself to, get out there and join chat. And yeah, I'm glad you were able to step out of the lurker cave. One step at a time, right? And thank you. Thank you for adding warmth to the Cupcake Pile, Arielin. That is really, really sweet of you. And thank you. Thank you for allowing yourself to be a part of this community. I really appreciate people like you. Thank you so much. If you hear me like pause for a few seconds, it's very likely I'm taking a sip of water. One step at a time, one moment at a time. Exactly. And the funny thing is that when it comes to taking one step at a time, even if you feel like you can do something quick, well, unless you really need to, sometimes it's okay to, pace yourself. Take, as we said, one step at a time. Because when you're able to allow yourself to pace, when you allow yourself to kind of pace yourself and take those steps every now and then, like you're able to just take in the moment, Yes. Don't forget to hydrate, by the way, guys. I'm hydrating. Make sure y'all hydrate as well, okay? Oh, man. Oh, I think I heard something. We have a Rhizono from Clover. I love that even though I cannot be around as much as I was at the beginning, I always feel at home when I can be here. Thank you to both you and this community for creating this comfortable place and creating these irreplaceable memories together. Aw, Clover. I mean, I really do mean it when I say, like, whenever people find time to make their way back to the cupcake pile, it just brings me so much joy. And like I said, absence does kind of make the heart grow fonder. And even like you're not able to, not just for Clover, but even if you guys aren't able to pop in for a few days, like don't worry, it just makes our little reunions all the more sweeter. And heck, Clover, always remember, even when you're busy, you always have like a little, you have like a little space in the Ryzar community with your name on it. And it's always going to be there, always ready, and always present to come to whenever you're ready to take your space again. Thank you, Clover. Thank you for not only being so supportive and so sweet, and for helping your Dinoboi a lot, by the way. I don't think you realize how much of an impact you've made through the chiefs you've sent, but also thank you for whenever you do grace us with your presence. It's always such a treat in itself. You send treats, but the funny thing is that the biggest treat you've given your Dinoboi is the treat of just your presence in this community. That's bigger than any treat you've ever given me. You being here. So thank you, Clover. Thank you so much. Ah, that's very sweet of you, Cupcake. But that means you're welcoming always, and I feel that it is okay to focus on yourselves a bit. Yes, absolutely. Remember, you never need to be apologetic about needing to take time to focus on yourself, okay? It's something I've told my Ryzors from the very beginning. I think it's great. If anything, it warms my heart. And I think it's one of the biggest gifts you could have ever given your Dinoboi by showing all the love and support that you do for me. But the biggest gift, one of my biggest comforts personally, one of my, you know what? One of the things that will make me even more happier than the support you give your Dinoboi is knowing that you guys support yourselves, that you guys love yourself above anything else. And I don't mean that in a, an egotistical way or like a, you know what I mean? Like, not in that way. I mean, that's, the kind of self-love where you never allow yourself to compromise on your health. You never allow yourself to compromise on your well-being. You never compromise on that never-ending journey of working towards being the best version of you in this lifetime. So, remember, Cupcake, I will gladly accept your love and support anytime as my Ryzor. But I hope you always keep that in mind as well. One of the greatest joys I can ever ask for and experience is knowing that my Ryzors are taking care of yourselves. Because trust and believe, it'd make this Dinoboi very sad if I hear about any Ryzor that's not taking care of themselves and anyone that might be neglecting themselves. That's a hard requirement for being part of this community, Cupcake, okay? You gotta be part of this community, keeping in mind that you are your numero uno priority, okay? Not your Dinoboi, not your fellow Ryzors. You yourself are your biggest priority, okay? And that, my friends, is the biggest treat you can ever give me. Knowing that you're well. Knowing that when you come back to the cupcake pile, you're more than well. And it's like I said, again, don't pressure yourself. Don't pressure yourself to always need to be well. I mean, if you're at that point in your life where you're consistently well, then heck yeah. But given life and its circumstances, I don't expect you to be. There's this song that I'm trying to recall. What was it again? Ah, yes. I believe correct me if I'm wrong if I'm pronouncing this name right. There's this one song that comes to mind. Alicia Cara. Am I pronouncing that name right? I'm pretty sure some of you might have heard the song. Scars to Your Beautiful. There's this part of the lyric, I believe it's the chorus, where it goes, and you don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. No scars to your beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. Remember, the person that you are at its base, that is already beautiful. And if ever there is something you want to change about yourself, may that change be something that only helps your cause of enriching yourself even more. The change for good. The change that makes you a better version of yourself. That reminds me, I really want to do another karaoke soon. I hope I get to do another karaoke soon. By the way, Cupcake, I forgot to mention, today might be, not even might, it will be a bit of a shorter stream today because I need to pack and I have an early flight tomorrow so that I can rejoin Liron and Altus and whoever else might be around. You are also so great in the duet. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was really fun. We'll definitely talk about that more. I'm pretty sure some of you might have questions about that. For any initial questions you might have, a good starting point would be Lucy's after party. He did like a little after discussion for Soul Vault, so you can definitely start there. And if there's any specific questions you guys might have, I'll be talking about it more for sure during BIG Dino time this week. So yeah, we'll for sure be talking about it. You're so good. Thank you. To be honest, I just really wanted to make sure that I did well. Especially knowing who all the participants were. It's like, ooh, I gotta bring my A game, you know? And yeah, it ended up being my favorite. I think that's probably one of my favorite performances of all time so far. Ooh, wait, I can actually say this now. All right, I have a little fun fact for you guys. I kind of hinted at this before. Yeah. I hinted at this before during a previous discussion. You know how I forgot which stream I might have said this months ago. I didn't exactly hint at it. More so, I believe here's how the discussion went during a previous stream. I talked about, I believe this might have been like during around the period I released Crescent Rise as the cover. So what happened was, I talked about how Crescent Rise wasn't my first choice for a cover. It was actually my third choice for a cover. So before I eventually landed on Crescent Rise as my first cover, pre-debut, my first cover was supposed to be Monster by, what's the artist's name? The one that starts with Y? The one that has like the furry characters in the music video. Yeah, that was actually gonna be my first cover initially. Yeah, Yoasobi. Yeah, that was that one. So that was actually gonna be my first cover. And then I switched it. So I'm not sure if I actually mentioned this, but I was like hinting at, like, I had other songs that were supposed to be my first cover before Crescent Rise. And the second song, which was supposed to be my cover after, because I was like, I don't know if I could really do, I don't know if I could deliver Monster in the way that I could be proud just yet. So the second song was actually Zankyo Sanka. But so Zankyo Sanka was the song I was looking at, like, ooh, I really want to do this song. Like, I saw the original music video for it, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool, I really want to do this. But yeah, eventually I ended up switching to Crescent Rise due to its, it being a more personal, more like a personal song. So I'm gonna discuss this more, like how we ended up with the song. But yeah, since I wasn't able to cover it, I guess, it's like I say, some things happen for a reason, like destiny, right? Like some things were destined to be, and maybe this is the reason why. Maybe it's the universe deciding that, you know what? As much as you love Zankyo Sanka, we'll put that on hold for now. You're not going to cover it. You're not going to make it your first cover. Maybe in the future. And yeah, I guess this was the thing. So, yep. It eventually found its way into being the song I did for Soul Vault with Axel. And I guess, yeah, that's where it ultimately led. Yeah. So yeah, like fun little coincidence right there. Universe made you do it with Axel, exactly. Your voices go so well together, I was kicking my feet. Yeah, honestly, I was very surprised by... Like, I was a bit worried that our voices wouldn't work well together, but I think Lucy made a good call. Like, I think Lucy made such a good call by pairing us together. It's crazy how the range is a perfect match. Indeed. Because, like, Axel is such a... He's such a beautiful singer, you know what I mean? So, like, and, as someone that has been inspired by his covers, there was definitely pressure there to, like, oh, I need to match up to this. Like, I need to make sure that I carry my own weight and, gotta make sure that we're performing at a certain level. And I'm glad that it turned out well. But we'll most certainly talk more about that in the future. I'll give you guys like the full picture as to what happened during EP Dino time. And you delivered. Thank you. As you know what, as long as my Ryzars are happy with the performance, then I'm happy, But yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to start wrapping up here. I just want to give a big thank you once again for you all sticking around today. And this coming week, we're going to have more streams for sure. I'm going to be making it up to you guys for not having a schedule these past 2 weeks. Yeah, we're going to have more regular streams this week for sure. So please do look forward to it. Yeah, the only reason it was a bit hard for me to like stream consistently and have like a regular schedule is because of how much I've been doing stuff here and there. But now, yeah, we're good. We're good. Aw. Last minute treats. Oh, thank you so much for the cotton candy, Ryzupa. You know what? I will graciously accept last minute treats. Because any treats that you guys send within the next hour and a half are treats that I'll be able to use for this December. So, yeah. I can't wait for your next stream, right? Aw, I'm same here. Next stream we'll definitely have a stream tomorrow, same time, same place. So yeah, do look forward to it. And I just want to give you guys a reminder. Oh, also, by the way, I don't believe I was able to read this yet. Deca, thank you so much for the mint chocolate Ryzupa. I haven't spent that much time as a cupcake, but in the time I've been here, I've enjoyed it very much. Especially with our favorite Kuya. We love you. Aw, Deca, thank you. And I look forward to, hopefully, the more you hang out, I look forward to the more months that we'll get to know each other. Thank you so much, Deca. Maraming salamat. Lots of love to you as well. I do want to leave a bit of a reminder for y'all. So, of course, good luck. Good luck, pretties. Good luck with your exam. Good luck. I hope it goes well. I'm rooting for you. You know what? You're going to do well, Cupcake, okay? Big trust. You're going to do just fine, Cupcake. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I hope our little affirmation stream as a conclusion to our anniversary was something that you guys were able to chill to. And remember, this VOD is always something you can look back on whenever you need the affirmation, okay? Affirmation as a Ryzar, affirmation as a person, and an affirmation for the beautiful soul that is you, okay? Yes, I do want to remind you guys, you only have, this is going to be like your last chance to secure tickets for the meet and greet. So anyone that was planning to, especially with payday for some, I know that some were waiting until end of the month so that they can secure their slots. Make sure to secure your meet and greet slots. If you want to spend some special one-on-one time with your Dinoboi, let me throw the link in chat. There's a lot of slots that actually have like near sold out. So thank you guys for that, by the way. Thank you so much. Meet and greet link is right here. I'll throw it in chat right now. There we go. I wanted to check out the MNG, but I'm still overseas by then. Aw, that's fine. I mean, even if you're only if you have the time, of course. I'm assuming that when you're overseas, you're going to be busy, but if you have your phone on you, that should be completely fine. Remember, for those that are doing the meet and greet, of course, ideally you want to have the best setup possible. But if it's not within your means, even a simple setup should be fine. Ataro-chan, thank you so much for the mint chocolate, my Zupa. Oh, look at the lemon going high five with the. Is that a bear or a bird? Hey, Leo Bears. Thank you for the mint chocolate rice soup. I haven't been in a lot of streams, but for always, thank you for always greeting me when I come back. I always love peeking in when I can. Aw, Leo. Hey, what can I say? You know how I mentioned that Ryzar is coming back, puts a smile on my face? You're no exception to that rule. Whenever you pop in, it always puts a huge grin on my face. So thank you so much, Leo. And I hope you've been well. And good morning. Wakey, wakey. You're all good, Cupcake. You're good. You're good. Let's see. Am I missing anyone else? Because you guys know me. Oh, so yes, meet and greet. We're gonna have a great time. Again, secure your slots while you can. We're coming down to our last few hours. Yep, we're coming down to our last few hours for the meet and greet tickets. And not just that, since if there was a particular time you wanted to do the meet and greet, make sure to secure your slots very soon, because there's at least 4 slots, I believe. 5 slots now. There are 5 slots that are near sold out. So if the time you were looking at happens to be one of those slots, then yeah, make sure that you secure your slots right away. And yes, the Ravenous 1-year anniversary merch is available as well. Remember, Raipape. For those that weren't able to get Raipape, not only are you able to secure your Raipape, but also there's a little baggie for Raipape and a new Betsy for Raipape, Rainui. So make sure to get your goodies. There's also the acrylic stand. There is also the photo cards, the checkies, and the voice pack, which is probably one of my favorites personally. So if you guys want to check out that voice pack, I would really appreciate it. I worked really hard on it, and I really wanted to deliver something that I hope my Ryzars would enjoy. You know what? I know for sure that you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, go check it out. And yeah, merchy, so that we can have more matchy. Also, I will be talking more about merchy stuff soon. So yeah, just wait for the next EP Dino time for me to talk about it. Alrighty then. I think it is time now, Cupcake. I believe it is time for your Dinoboi to officially bounce. I'll see you all again tomorrow. And I can't wait for even more quality time with you guys. Once again, this has been Ryzar Blazenfang. One heck of a Dinoboi from First Stage Production EN 2nd Generation Ravenous. Y'all take care of yourselves. Remember self-love, self-care. And most importantly, thank you for being my Ryzar. I couldn't imagine waking up without having my Ryzars. This has truly been life-changing, and I hope we can do many more amazing things together. Till next time, bye, Cupcake. Lots of love. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Cupcake, and for those of you that are entering the week, have fun. Till next time, Dinoboi out. Love you guys. Hey, is that my Mew-Mew-chan? Mew-Mew-chan, there's my sweetheart. Thank you for the banana Ryzupa. Aw, no worries, Cupcake. Catch the VOD when you can, okay? I'm glad I was at least able to see you before we ended the stream. Mwah. Thank you, Cupcake. Hey? Is that a treat from EP? Love you, Ryzar. Aw, love you too, Cupcake. No paranormal. No paraglider. No para-operative. No para-rapa the rapa. Thank you, Cupcake. Maraming salamat sa Ryzupa. Mwah.